Hey everybody, Jennifer Roberts here, Podqueen, and her husband.
The Pod King.
Yeah, his show hasn't really taken off, and so I brought him on again as a guest because he feels left out.
Well, it's my opportunity just to serve, but I will undermine someday and pop up with Pod King.
Yeah, that's good. You've already planned your intro music, the whole bit, right?
It's going to be
got a
beautiful.
website design.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, I just picture your bald head with a crown, and moving graphics. Just a thought. No?
Make room for the king.
Make room for the king. That's good. Well, as you can tell, it's the Christmas season.
'Tis the season.
We've got a Christmas tree behind us, kind of a big deal. The kids decorated this year, and I watched.
As did I.
As did you. But here's the deal. If the mom watches, which is me in this case, it's totally fine. Like, I watched and I baked cookies and, kind of did the behind-the-scenes deal. I don't know what you were doing. You were doing something else.
No, I was doing the dishes. I was cleaning.
Come on, servant. He got in trouble.
Major
trouble.
And I'm called the Grinch of the family now because I don't embrace decorating. But it doesn't matter what she does. She could be in bed and they don't care. It's me.
It's all about the dad. If the dad's not participating, it was a horrible day. Sorry about that, honey. That was an injustice.
Yes, but we do give gifts at Christmas, and this is the part where if I wasn't here, our kids would get dirt.
It might be true. I can kind of justify, like, they don't need that. What's the big deal? And you get all mushy-gushy around Christmas time, don't you?
Well, but they don't recognize that, so I get no kudos for nothing in this film.
It's kind of true. I'm the queen bee.
Yeah.
Everything, I get to take credit for everything. It's like, thank you, Mom, when it was his idea.
Exactly.
That's the one time that I kind of come out on top. Just saying. Okay, but that's not what we're going to talk about, right?
No.
Although, did you want to give Christmas greetings to my followers?
Merry Christmas to all. Hark the herald angels sing. If I could sing, I would sing right now, but it's not my power alley, so I'm not going to sing.
He's telling the truth. Anyway, so, I've been observing just a few minor comments on Facebook and overheard conversations and people talking about Christmas in a negative light. Now, if we're talking about commercialism, I get it.
100%.
100%. And the marketing machine is insane.
Yeah.
I was at Target the other day, and there is a special oven to cook pizza, a special oven to cook cake pops, a special oven to do, what was it? Something really simple. Oh, just cupcakes, like a cupcake oven. I'm thinking, wow, okay, I have all those things. It's called an oven, and the end caps are crazy. So there's all these special products for the Christmas season just to lure the consumer in. Smarter than that, won't do it. So yes, if that's our definition of Christmas, just buy ridiculous things and tons of gifts and spend tons and tons of money, and it's the only time that you lavish gifts because you're shut down the rest of the year. Well, yeah, we have a problem here, Houston. But if we look at it as an opportunity to stop, kind of have a pause moment, and think about the incarnation of Christ, the fact that God, who has glory in heaven, came to earth in a human form, born in lowly position in a manger. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then if we look through the lens of Christmas, through its true meaning of celebrating the humanity of God and the fact that because of his humanity, now I can receive an inheritance equal to Jesus. That's unbelievable. What do you think about that, Pod King?
I mean, truly commercialism has stolen the power of the idea to focus on the coming of Jesus. But it is worth it in this season, I believe, to sit and consider and to find scriptures to meditate, because this is the season that we celebrate the birth of Jesus, and I would encourage you to do that. And we were just talking about Philippians chapter 2, and I remember back when I was 20 years old, I had to actually memorize that portion of scripture for a particular project I was working on, and the part that always provokes me it's the part where Paul highlights the issue of Jesus' humility. And so we have not yet pondered Jesus' glory. to the fullness, to the idea that Jesus is the Son of God and the fullness of what that description of him is. We do not yet fully comprehend. But as we grow in our comprehension of Jesus, the Son of God, and his glory, the idea that he became a human being is so much more profound.
It is.
And it is so much more impactful when we discover that Jesus, in his glory, took the place of extreme humility and became a babe in a manger. It's a profound contrast. And the part that gets me the most, though, is therefore. Paul writes, therefore God has highly exalted him. And God the Father watched Jesus make the choice to become a man, to become a babe, to become a child. And then God says, because he did this, therefore I have given him a name that is above every other name. That's our God. That's Jesus. Because of his choice to become a man, God has now exalted him above every other man because of the choice of Jesus. And I believe that is worth considering, meditating, and pondering on.
Absolutely.
The power of Jesus making that choice to become a man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you think about, like you said, the humility of God, the risk to place, God the Father placed his Son in a human family.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's profound.
It is profound.
It's profound. And we must study the glory of Jesus to be impacted by
the humility of
by
Jesus.
God becoming a man.
Right.
Because
right.
that makes it all that much more beautiful and that much more powerful.
And then, in Philippians 2, it talks about how he did not consider equality with God. So the fact that Jesus is God. He didn't consider that something to be held on to or clung to or grasped.
Right.
But let it all go. And even considered himself of no reputation.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know about you. I care a ton about my reputation. I may say I don't, but you step on it and I feel it. I mean, I feel it emotionally. It's only adult mechanism that's taught me not to constantly brag about myself, basically. I mean, I started my own show. I'm kind of a big deal, Podqueen and all. But there is that essence of, in reality, we are selfishly ambitious to the core. And we want everyone to know how great we are, and often will be completely ungodly in the process of trying to self-promote. Yeah. And God did not do that. And then he tells us, not in Philippians 2, but in Matthew 11:29, to learn for him, for he is humble and gentle and lowly of heart.
Yeah.
I mean, we can meditate on the humility of Jesus, well, for all eternity, and still scratch the surface of it.
Yeah, I think the ability to study Jesus, and then the grace to follow in his footsteps is in the place of humility, has been, those couple of those verses have provoked me often and many times.
Absolutely.
And so I think during this Christmas season, I think it's worth it to take some time, meditate on the Word.
Yeah.
And I'd encourage you, if you're going to be with a group of people, your family, your friends, make sure that during this season you do highlight from the Scriptures the life of Jesus. Take some time, read the Word, have a little Bible study, and don't miss this season where we celebrate Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I want to encourage you guys, watch the One Thing Conference, ihopkc.org, starting December 28th. Make sure you follow it, check it out.
It's going to be good.
It is. We're going to have it's going to be a lot of fun. And then be watching, for the Roberts are about to make an announcement that will be quite interesting.
Ooh.
So...
Well, and I also have to put a plug for my husband. He is speaking December 31st in the morning session at the One Thing Conference. You don't want to miss this. You've heard the nuggets of the Pod King.
The Pod King.
The Pod Queen.
Will rock ya.